The Jerk by director Carl Reiner. This is an interesting historical film to see in regards to the pipeline of comedians from the Saturday Night Live machine. Some are winners, most are losers. This one, some pretty funny stuff. Not great. Doesn't suck either. It has a little bit of heart to it. Plus, it doesn't totally make fun of carnies, so I'll give it some credit there. That's a hard job, a thankless job, but it gets done anyways, all for your amusement. Carnies, heart of America, just saying. Main character, Navin, having his birthday. How old? Old enough to wonder why, in a family from the South, he still hasn't got a lick of rhythm. Sad, really. But then, when he finds a beat he can understand, he's off into the world to see what else is out there. He works his way through life and love and shithead dogs, and becomes an accidental millionaire in the process. How about that? I always associated Steve Martin with the Saturday Night Live's early days, but he wasn't an actual cast member, just hosted a lot given his comedic prowess at the time and his comedy records and the live shows he did around then. The Jerk was his first film though, putting him on a different level. Obviously it was a well that many drew from for comedy movies going into the 80s, with many of the early SNL cast helping define a new era of comedy on film, like the Blues Brothers with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase and his blundering everyman roles, to Bill Murray's pretty decent success as a funny man before he got so serious. Then the next generation of SNL copied that template, unfortunately to usually less than stellar results. Overall, this has some funny stuff throughout, with Martin being a great physical comedian on top of the written stuff. While not the funniest, he does have a lot of amusing material from over the years between his stand-up, TV, and film roles. Fucking cat juggling. Comedy, my friends, is not pretty. Great quote. "It was never easy for me. I was born a poor black child." By Steve Martin's character, Navin. It's heavy. Yeah. So, for story, giving it 3.5 beers. A little hit or miss. Look, 3 beers. Definitely a time capsule of comedy for its time. But some downright funny stuff too that only Steve could pull off. So, lighthearted comedy. Check it out. Cheers.